Hey YouTube, what's up? Sitting here in my 89 CSX. I mentioned before that this AM FM radio is kind of basic. It would be nice to have a cassette player in here. My 87 CSX, it does have a cassette deck in it, but half the buttons don't work anymore. So I kind of want to replace that one too. But I don't want to use any aftermarket stereos. I want to keep these vehicles as close to stock as possible. So what I did was I went to a couple junkyards and I pulled out a couple cassette decks here. They are made by Chrysler. They came in these old 80s Chrysler vehicles. So they should be 100% compatible with what I have in here now. I don't know if they work, but I only pay like $5 to $7 a piece for these. So if they don't work, it's no big deal. But in the coming week or so, I'm going to take this AM/FM radio out, swap it with one of these cassette decks. And I'm going to do the same thing with my 87 CSX. This one here, I mean, it looks like it's in pretty good shape. Has the AM/FM control here. Switch between the different AM and FM radios. Has a volume button, tuner, change the station width, can adjust the bass and the treble. I guess this is the balance between the speakers, the rear and the front, and kind of a joystick. I guess I'd have to try to get that in dead center for all four speakers to be the same volume, but it doesn't look like it has a lot of wear. I guess these will be the factory, shoot, I can't talk. The presets for the radio. And then over here, we have the cassette controls. Fast forward, reverse, there's the eject. Noise reduction, select. I guess maybe that would be to switch between the different sides. And set, maybe for the clock, and to program the radio stations in here. But I mean, it looks pretty clean. I mean, it is about 30 years old. It's got a little bit of rust on the top, but empty hole here. I'm not sure what that is, but I got the basic black and gray connectors here. I have right there for the radio antenna. Looks like an Ethernet cable. I'm not sure what. Maybe a CD changer was an option with this one. I don't know, but I'm going to try this out and see if it works. I also have this one here. Fix on off switch only. So it looks like at some point in time this radio was fixed. Or I guess it was fixed. I pulled this directly out of the dash of, I think it was in a LeBaron or something. But it should still be compatible with this car. I mean, it's still got the, looks like it's got the same kind of connectors that they've used in all of these old 80s Chrysler vehicles. Again, it's a Chrysler made radio, so it should work just fine. I've still got my antenna, my black and my gray connectors. I got a little screw to hold the radio in. But since I pulled this directly out of the dash, I assumed that they had sent this away, had the on and off button fixed, and they put it back in the car. I mean, it looks like the on and off button here, it seems like it works. There's no noticeable damage to that, so it may have been repaired. But it's just a basic AM/FM radio with a cassette. I paid like $5 for it, I believe. You can adjust the bass and the treble. Here's the fade. And to tune the radio stations right here. Adjust the balance. Has the Dolby noise reduction if I wanted that. Eject. You know, all the buttons seem to be in working order. But who knows? I mean, it doesn't look like it has a lot of wear. There's no really noticeable wear on the buttons. It's too bad. 30 years old, of course, so it's got a little bit of grime on here. But it might work. We'll give it a try. See what happens. And I also have this one. It's pretty much the same radio. Pulled this directly out of the dash of one of the other cars. I think I got this one out of another Shadow, I believe. Dodge Shadow, I think. It's missing a button here, but it shouldn't be too hard to get one of those. I'll just go to a junkyard again and grab a knob. In fact, I think my buddy actually has a knob for this, so I should be okay with that. Same basic setup, bass and treble, AM/FM selection here. Basically the same thing. Now, I did notice that when I pulled this out, on the top here, oh look, we got a date. Date code and serial number, but it's nothing I can make any sense out of. But it's got a number here. So it looks like this radio was pulled out of a junkyard or a junked car previously and put into the car that I pulled it from. So it looks like this one was pulled in 2011 and put inside the dash of the car that I got it from. So this one's been recycled a couple of times here. MAA. Yeah, I don't know what that means, but it was pulled out of a car July 13, 2011, and I guess this is the mileage of the vehicle it was pulled out of, 100,000 miles. So having been recycled a couple of times, I don't know if this one would even still work. I don't know. We'll have to try it and see. But anyway, in the next week or so, I'll post a couple of videos of pulling this radio out. I'm going to try all three of these just to see if they work. And I'll keep the best one in here. And I'll put another one. If they all three work, I'll put another one in the 87 over there. Maybe I can find somebody to fix the buttons on that other radio. It would be nice to keep that one all original, but might not be possible to fix those buttons. But anyway, just wanted to leave you with a quick update here, what's going on. Thanks for watching. As always, Make sure you give me a thumbs up. See there, a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. It's always nice to hear from people, especially since, you know, I don't ever get any comments. So drop me a line. Let me know what you think. It'd be good to hear from you. I reply to all of my comments, so it won't be a total waste on your part. But yeah, subscribe, thumbs up, leave me a comment. Thanks for watching as always, and I hope to see you again. See ya.